Today I will talk about my farm build for Blood Knight. This is a quite simple setup, but I am seeing people trying to farm with random builds with Blood Knight, so that's why I wanted to make this guide. Let's start with the skills we are using. First we have Spear Flurry. I am using this mainly to move around quickly because with the Pants Essence it becomes a dash skill which deals a good amount of damage as well. Next we have Swarm of Bats. This is one of our damage skills. We have two essences for it, Shoulders and Chest. Shoulders changes the form of the skill and chest piece just increases the damage of Swarm of Bats. Next we have Siphon Blood. This is our other damage skill and once again we are using two essences, Head and Main Hand. Thanks to the Main Hand essence, this skill increases our movement speed as well. And we have Skewer. We are using Main Hand and Off Hand essences for this one. This skill deals very high damages and it gives us a damage buff thanks to the Off Hand essence we are using. And finally we are using Shadow's Edge as our primary attack skill. Now let's talk about set items because we have a bunch of options for that. Right now as you can see I am using 4 pieces Banquet and 2 pieces of Urch with this build, but you can use 4 pieces of Gloomskite or Grace too, they all work really well. Just use the one you have but always keep the 2 pieces of Urch. Now let's check out our legendary items. For the headpiece we have Horns of the Hex. Siphon Blood is no longer channeled and now moves with you, dealing damage and draining the life of nearby enemies. For the chest piece we have this one, Swarm of Bats damage increased by 19%. For the shoulders we are using Swarm Speaker. Swarm of Bats now engulfs you in a cloud of bats, continue damage into nearby enemies. And for the pants we have Made to Wander. Spear Flurry now causes you to dash forward, damaging all nearby enemies in your path. Spear Flurry can be activated again up to 2 additional times. For the main hand we have Reverend Hunter. Siphon Blood also slows enemy movement speed by 30%, absorbing their vigor and increases your movement speed by 10% up to 30%. And for the offhand we have our damage buff essence. Cure also increases your damage done by 19% for 4 seconds. And for the additional main hand we are using the Dissolver. Skewer now causes you to leap into the air and slam into the target location, knocking enemies up and stunning them. And for the additional offhand we are using this Shadow's Edge essence. After Shadow's Edge hits an enemy, 2 blades ricochet out randomly targeting nearby enemies and dealing 16k damage to them. Other than that, I think we can talk about the Paragon setup. I am using Treasure Hunter while I farm. I suggest you to do that as well. For the point distribution, first I max out my damage, armor pen, potency, and after that you can use your points on life. I think that's all for this setup. If you have any questions or suggestions, let me know in the comments section and take care.